Yet at the same time, she doesn't actually have freedom. There's that moment where she could have killed him. She could have snapped the old man's neck. But she allows him to put this chip in her, which then controls her programming.
So where did was this chip just lying around?
Right.
Like and he had to go. The chip he must have been able to program it. Be like, don't go after me. So he had the chip, and he had a device to program the chip.
He knew how to install it.
He knew how to install it. He's oh yeah, it's just right on the back of her neck here. Like,
so my thought was that he didn't program it himself.
Mm-hmm.
He figured out someone who had the specialty to program it.
Okay.
But like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Empire's coming in. He's like, I have a job for you. I want you to program this thing to like control a robot and tell it not to attack me. If I'm a programmer, I'm like, this is my opportunity to hijack this robot and get this robot on my side. Why would I program it for the Empire? Like like Empire's putting a lot of trust in that programmer, whoever programmed this chip.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of trust because he could have dropped in this chip and then Demersal's like, I now work for this programmer dude and I'm going to kill you. And now the new guy's the Emperor.
Why would they make the new guy the Emperor?
Because the new guy, he's like, I'm writing this chip to put into this robot because the only reason you asked me to write this chip for a robot means you have a robot,
mm-hmm.
right? So the programmer's guy's like, the Empire comes in and says like, I want a chip that will control this robot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading between the lines. I'm saying there's a robot that's out there, the only robot left, and I'm writing a chip that's going to control their behavior. I'm going to make that robot my servant.
Mm-hmm.
And so Empire's not going to know. He's not a programmer. He's like,
Sure.
He's not going to be able to decode this thing and figure out what's right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could be installing somebody's like flash drive that has a virus in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is super high risk maneuver.
Yeah, it was super high risk. Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to say? That's what I thought.
I was thinking just the infrastructure that you would need to create this programming. Just you got to find the people, you got to program it, you got to look up the manuals or everything.
That's
it
right.
seemed like an enormous task to actually put this all together.
And at this point, she's like 40,000 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, who even speaks this programming language anymore?
That's right.
How did they do this?
How do we look it all up? I mean, maybe somewhere in the corner of the galaxy, but you got to go find them.
There's that one kid that's like, I speak Fortran. Like,
Yeah.
did I say Fortran? Fortran.
Fortran.
The old
Yeah,
programming there. I speaks machine basic. Like, who does this?
Yeah. Yeah. So it struck me as very weird that he was able to pull this off. And it's just sort of, he's able to do it.
Drop it in there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And he's able to install it perfectly the first time instead of finding like, oh, it's not.
Imagine he's like, I plugged it in backwards. Like, take it out and flip it around.
Also, it's going to stick out of her neck. I guess it's not installed here in this picture.
It's part way.
Part way.